Hello world. How you guys doing? Welcome to day 30 of Mayhem in May, and we are going to be talking about learn how to delegate. So guys, before we dive into this topic, you guys already know I have a small tip for you guys. And that tip is that we find that most get stuck in one specific area. However, delegation, knowing when to let go and let others help with projects, ideas, and even certain departments within your business will help you accelerate and expand the business. Why? Because now you can be more focus driven on the things that need to get done in your business. So in business, delegation is the process of giving someone else responsibility for a task or project that you are responsible for. Delegation can be an effective way to get things done more efficiently and to free up your time and focus on other tasks. However, delegation can also be a difficult skill to master, and it is important to delegate tasks carefully to ensure that they are completed properly and in a timely fashion. So when you are delegating tasks to certain individuals, there are a few things that you want to consider and take a look at. The very first one is the individual themselves that you're delegating to, right? I want you guys to understand that what the importance of delegating is making sure that this person is trainable, they're coachable, they can take constructive critiquing, they know they're willing to grow. Most importantly, that they believe in the vision, right? Somebody that loves to be around, love what's going on. They love what the company is driven for, but love what the company is doing. And then they also have to love the individual that's running the company, right? So you got to make sure that you're the person that you're picking, that you want to delegate the task to, that you can trust them, okay? The second thing that you want to look at is the task that you're giving them, right? Sometimes there may be tasks that you might not be comfortable with giving somebody, at the first glance, right? You really want to make sure that the training is in place and that they're really getting the proper information out to your customers and your clients, because it's vital. So what am I saying? There are certain things that you may not be able to delegate at the very beginning, maybe as that individual starts to learn and grow with the company. Because why? You kind of want to make sure that the individual is going to be there for the long haul, right? So it's very, very important. The next thing that you want to look at is the time that it's going to take and the resources, right? So you want to make sure that if you're going to bring this individual on and you're giving them you're delegating these tasks to them, you want to make sure that they're able to hit those time parameters, right? And then also you want them to be creative, right? When you're delegating the task, you don't need to be babysitting the task, because if that's the case, what's the purpose of delegating it anyway, right? You got to remember, guys, there's never going to be another you. There's only one you, right? So what does that mean? When you delegate, you got to let it go. You got to give them the opportunity. At the same time, they have to have their own mind. They have to have their own ideas. They have to be willing to think outside of the box. Why is that important? Because when they take something on as their own, then they're able to flourish at its full potential. Yes, they believe in your vision, but their vision and your vision may be two different things. However, as long as it gets to the same end goal, you're good, okay? The benefit. The next thing you got to look at is the benefit of actually delegating. When you delegate a task to somebody, it now puts you in a position to free up your time to do what? Other things that will help the business thrive and get to the next level, right? So you may go from creating content, delegating that to somebody who loves to create content. Now you can be focused more on sales. Once you master that area, find somebody, delegate sales, and let them do what they do. And then now you may work on, closing big contracts now, right? So every area that you delegate, you're removing yourself from so you can grow in another area of the business. The next thing that you look at is the actual risk of delegation. It's like, all right, now I'm giving you all of my personal, some of my personal information. You kind of know some of my inside and out secrets, right? So you got to be careful who you're bringing on to the business and you're delegating certain things to, because guys, listen, I get it. I've been there before. I've had people burn me. I've had people hurt me. But most importantly, You got to make sure that you have the proper discernment when it's time for you to delegate to these individuals to make sure that they are with you for long term and not short term. Remember, guys, delegation is one of the most effective ways to run a successful business. However, if you do not delegate utilizing these particular components when delegating, it could be damaging to your company. So listen, guys, I hope that this information was helpful. If it was, do me a favor, share it with somebody, share it with 30 people, right? Other than that, guys, you guys already know my quote. Coming together is the beginning. Sticking together is progress, but working together is success. Listen, guys, join me on tomorrow as the last day of Mayhem in May, day 30. Peace.